What's up, folks? Dion's putting together his own Legion of Zoom over there in Colorado. But before we talk about all of the receivers, let's talk about some of the X Factor players. You got Dylan Edwards, who is a running back, speedy running back, who could also play in the slot. You got Travis Hunter, cornerback, who can also play wide receiver at the elite level. And then you got Morgan Pearson over there, who plays linebacker, who is also a dual threat at receiver. All three of these players are X factors. So let's get to the receivers now in the Legion of Zoom. First off, we're going to go with some of the proven playmakers. We're going to look at Jimmy Horn Jr. He was very productive at South Florida, and not only was he a dynamic wide receiver, he was also first team All AAC return man. This guy was a threat back there on special teams. All right, next up is the London sensation tight end Seydou Traore. He's a proven top tight end. Last year he was the fifth in total receiving yards in college football. And this guy is, he's a mismatch. He's a nightmare for teams out there. He's got good hands. He's a great athlete. And this was a great pickup. Next up, we're going to talk about a returning standout from Colorado and that team that was a pretty dismal team. He was a standout, a bright spot as a true freshman. He led the team in receiving and was a Pac-12 standout for receiving as well as return guy. And Buff fans are happy about his return. The next member of Dion's Legion of Zoom is the electric prospect Adam Hopkins. Now this guy, according to ESPN, ranked number 74 in their top 300. Ooh, look at him. He is electric. And this guy is, he also was a dual threat. He played on defense as well, but he's a shifty wide receiver, a great athlete, good speed, a human highlight reel. All right, what's the Legion of Zoom without speed? And this guy right here, Asad Wasim, is a speedy prospect. Caught over 1,400 receiving yards last year, as well as 20 touchdowns. And this guy is a awesome prospect. If you look at some of his film, he just blows past defenders and, I mean, just outruns the field. Guy is fast. Next up is another super talented prospect, Isaiah Hodge, and he is also a like a Swiss Army knife. He's a all-purpose type of wide receiver, and what you're going to see in this Legion of Zoom is there are multiple players who can be a threat at the wide receiver position as well as on the return game, and this is one of them. Next up, let's look at Jordan O. Now, I really like this prospect because while you need speed, let's just take a look at the physicality of this guy. He just won't be denied. And that's something that you'll see in his film. Just watch here. He's tough, he's physical, and he'll go up and get the ball over top of you. And in traffic, he's not afraid. He's just physical. You need that type of receiver. Next Legion of Zoom member is Omarion Miller. And he's a lanky, slick route runner. If you watch his film, a lot of times you'll see that he ends up behind the coverage. He's a deceptively fast receiver with great hands and a nose for the ball. This guy is a great pick, and he's a mismatch too for a lot of smaller defensive backs. Last but not least is one of my favorites. He's one of the taller wide receivers, Jacob Page. And he is also a very physical wide receiver. Fast, great hands, and he will make you look bad out there. He's a playmaker and a human highlight reel just waiting to happen. So this guy, he muscles this little guy. Get off me, little dude. I really like that guy. All in all, Coach Prime has assembled a scary wide receiver core, and I don't even know if he's done yet. So teams better beware. He coming.